Get it, got it. Get that fun. Get all pretty.
How many times you got to fix your hair?
Because it's like, I need a haircut. It's too long.
It's getting crazy.
Great. Okay, today is Tag Tuesday. Today the questions came up from Roy over at Recipes with Roy. I'll leave a link to his channel down below.
Wait, do I have another one?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Oh, yes.
He didn't give you an extra. He didn't give you a bonus question.
Cool.
If he did, he sent me, he might have, now that I'm thinking about it. He sent me the email with the questions, but then my email crashed and I lost all my stuff.
No, so not my fault. If you
that's not your fault. But then when I brought it back, so I talked to Joan at Joan's Point and Plate, and so she sent me the questions. But then some of it came back in my folder, a weird folder that I don't know what it did. But anyway, so if Jimmy does have a question, Roy, you'll have to let us know, and then we'll answer it next week.
Yep.
So anyway, but I'm going to tag Valerie Reese, Joan's Point and Plate, and trying to think who else I can tag. Well, who are you going to tag?
I was going to tag Kim, but should I give someone else a chance, or should I just steal it?
You should tag Kim.
I'm going to tag Kim and Mr. Smooth.
Yes.
I was trying to be nice and say it's
David, I had a dream. This was like a dream that David was involved in. Kim,
oh, that's kind of weird. I'd be worried, Kim.
Kim, you weren't in it though. I'm old enough to be his mother. Because I think he's 58 and I'm 71. Oh, I would have been a young mother.
Yeah, you would have been a young mother, so.
Yeah. But anyway, I could have been a really good older sister. How's that sound? Does that sound better? That's even worse, though, if I dreamt about him, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, some things you don't say out loud.
Okay. I'll put it back in the quiet part of my brain. Yeah. But anyway, I dreamt I won the lottery, like a big, big mega lottery. And I had a 69 Camaro delivered to your house.
Oh, he's liking that. He's like, yeah, let's win that.
I wasn't sure what color you wanted, but I think I got you a red one in my dream.
I think he said blue, if I remember correct. I
think
it was blue.
What color was it?
What color
was it, Mr. Smooth? In case I ever do really win the lottery. One day you'll just come home from work and there'll be
I'm pretty sure it was a 68.
No, I think it was a 69. Because I had
let him correct it.
I had a 67 Camaro, which was yellow. I'm thinking he said 69.
Which one was it?
We need to know, Roy, or not Roy. We need to know, Mr. Smooth, David. So anyway, I'm going to tag Valerie Reese and Joan's Point and Plate and Girl on the Phone.
Girl on the Phone.
Okay, number one. What's one item you have now? What's one item that you have now that you wish you had when you were younger?
Knowledge.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Thinking.
But see, I have so much knowledge now, I don't need any more. I just need a better edit button. Not to say things out loud.
I'm not worried about that.
No. I raised my children to be assertive, but sometimes they take the assertive to a step beyond, like a little bit too far, farther than they should. The one item that I have now that I wish I had when I was younger was my cell phone. Because I could have stayed in better contact with my friends. It was kind of hard, like you only had the one phone on the wall, and I had 5 younger brothers and sisters. And
one of your friends were on the same block. How hard could it have been?
No, none of my friends. Only Nancy across the street was the only one on my block.
No.
Sue lived on McKinney, which was like 6 blocks away. And, Sydney lived on Weyburn, which was in the other way around. Mary Kay lived on Lansdowne.
What's her name? Lived right down the street. What was the third house down? On the same side.
That's what I babysat for. That was Mary Martin and Connie Martin.
Yeah, I thought
I babysat for them. Oh. That's Denise's friends.
Okay.
Phone. Of course, this is going to be fun watching Kim because she has no memory.
She doesn't. That is fun.
Number 2, what were your favorite and least favorite subjects in school?
Favorite subject in school was building trades.
Shocker.
And least favorite would have been business economics.
Yes. My favorite was history, and my least favorite was English. Number 3, what was your least favorite food as a kid, and is it still your least favorite food?
That would be my mother's homemade pizza. Yes, it is.
It wasn't that bad. He had to have been drinking or something the day before, and that's what got him sick, because nobody else got sick. Nobody else got sick. My least favorite was hot dogs. My kids have never seen me eat a hot dog.
Nope, I've never seen it.
You've never seen it, because when I left home, I swore, I made a pledge never to have a hot dog again in my life. They do, you know, like when you go to a ball game and everybody has the hot dogs, and you go to New York City and they got the hot dog stands. And now I'll eat a sausage, which makes it look like I'm eating a hot dog.
Sure.
But I won't eat a hot dog. And I don't know why, because sausage has got a lot of things in it that you don't really know what's in it. But I just, my mother would boil them, broil them, fry them, bake them, stuff them. She'd slit them down the middle, put ketchup and mustard, put a piece of cheese, and then she would...
I'm not doing this all again. I don't have time.
We lost power. You know what? I bet you it's when I hung up for the phone. I hung up the phone thing. Oh. Let me go back and see how far we got into before we lost you. Oh, we're on number 2. Jimmy's got things to do. I got to be done here in 10 minutes anyhow, because
we were up to number 9, just talking away.
Oh, it's just lost. It's out there in the universe somewhere. Okay, number 2. What was your favorite and least favorite subjects in school? If you remember that far back.
Building trades and business economics.
Oh, mine was history's my favorite, and English was my least. What was your least favorite food as a kid? Is it still your least favorite food?
My mother's pizza, and yes.
And no, it's not. It was like he had been drinking the day before, and so therefore that's why nobody else got sick, and nobody else has gotten sick since. So it's like that. Mine would be a hot dog. I don't eat hot dogs. My kids have never seen me eat a hot dog.
Nope.
And I know a sausage is the same thing, because you don't know what's in a sausage, but I like a sausage on a bun. I know we're going through these pretty quick, but we've been doing this for a while.
We had to like question 9. She's like, oh my God, we're not recording. I'm like, what?
That's just as much on him, because when the recording button turns red.
Well, I'm going to be looking at that from now on.
So you should have known. It was because we got a phone call.
Oh, yeah.
And I declined the phone call, but then that shut the phone off. I should have just let it go. But then I thought it was going to ring, and whatever. It's just a whole string of things. Number 4, what is your most embarrassing childhood moment?
Don't have one.
And I told him he pooped his pants in school.
Still don't have one. Just didn't care. It's like natural. Happened.
No, it was like, well, you were what, in the 2nd grade, I think.
Yeah.
He was little, but it was just...
No, I was in 11th grade. No.
It still wouldn't have bothered me.
It still wouldn't have bothered me.
He wouldn't have.
I'd be like, you smell that?
Yeah. What that, Mel? You smell that? Mine would have been having a convulsion in front of people. That's embarrassing for me. Number 5, who was your first celebrity crush? See, while I was getting this all reset up, you could have looked it up on your phone to see who she was.
Yeah, I could have. Her name was, I'm pretty sure it was Vicky from The Love Boat. The youngest.
So you can look it up now.
I'll look it up now.
Mine would have been Johnny Crawford from The Rifleman. He was my favorite. And he just recently passed away from Alzheimer's. So, why don't you just do like your dad? Hey, Google.
I don't do that. Joe Whelan played Vicky Stubing.
That was
daughter of, wait, no, that was the older one.
No.
Hold on, let's see.
She played...
Yeah, that was her. Jill Whelan. Jill Whelan. She played Vicky Stubing. That was my first crush.
That was his first crush.
Celebrity.
Right. Number 7, which school clique would you most likely have fallen in with? The jocks, the nerds, the cheerleaders, the mean girls, the loners? I'll tell your story again.
All of them. So I had burnout friends, mostly burnout friends.
Who came to the house one time, and then I would say, they're never coming back.
But I had burnout friends, I had preppy friends, and I had nerd friends. And there was one burnout that would always pick on one of the nerd guys who had, I forgot what disease he had, but he was slow. And I would always step in the middle and tell him to leave him alone, So the one day I was walking into school with my friend Kevin, and I said, if they're picking on Chad, oh, and Chad never said a word. No one ever heard him talk, ever. And I told Kevin, I'm like, if they're messing with him, I'm going to lose my freaking mind. And I walked in, and they were pushing him in the lockers like normal, and I ran down that hallway and beat the crap out. I can't remember that guy's name. I beat the crap out of him, like, and then ran off, so I never got caught because the teacher was like, ooh, what's going on? And there's this guy just laying on the ground all bruised and bloody, you know? So then when I got on the bus, the whole bus shut up. So I was like, oh, they're thinking, you know,
look out for Jim.
Look out for Jim. But they shut up because they wanted to see what Chad would do. And Chad, just, the only time he ever talked, he's like, thanks, Jim. And everyone's like, oh, he talked. That was it. He never talked after that either. But they never messed with him either.
No, he lived in the neighborhood. And the kids in the neighborhood took good care of him. But like when you got on the bus, you could go into different neighborhoods.
Yeah.
I would have been a Soch because we were either Soches or Greasers. And I was a Soch. I wore all the Madras.
Johnny.
Yeah, I would wear the Madras and all of that good stuff and the Beetle boots. But I did have a crush.
Did you have a poodle dress?
No, I didn't wear a dress. Well, I had to wear a dress. But I would buy the dresses at the dime store, which was really your mother's dress. They'd have a picture of like a lady with the dress, and then the dress would be like a clear plastic so you could see what color the dress was you were buying. So it looked like that. Because I never liked wearing dresses. Never, never, never liked wearing dresses. I still don't. I think I have 2 skirts. I got a dress for Jimmy's wedding, and I got a dress for Danny's wedding. Both of Danny's weddings, I got 2 dresses, 2 different dresses. And I got a dress for Christy's wedding.
Yep.
So, but, and then I had the biggest crush on Mouse, who was a greaser. But anyway, number 8, did you have any childhood pets?
Donald the cat.
Which was a smart cat. We'd throw a ball, and it would bring it, and it would bring it back and drop it at your feet, and you pick it up and throw it, and you would get tired before the cat would get tired.
You would, yes.
And then you had Axel.
I had Axel. He had some big coconuts.
Yes, he was an outside cat because at the time Christy had Minnie Moo, and they did not get along.
No.
Because the cat was actually Jimmy had got it for a girlfriend.
Yeah, she just dropped it off. This is yours.
Yeah, when they broke up, she says, "I don't want the cat. You have the cat."
Well, neither do I, so I can stay outside.
So it did really well. Well, we had it in the garage.
Yeah.
Because we had a sliding door that you could go in and out of the garage.
Right.
So, I had a dog named Bonnie. Oh, we did have Danny had a dog named Millie, and then family dog was Riley.
Right.
Which one time Riley got stung by a bee, and yeah, I was eating my lunch and I just happened to look down and he was looking at me begging for food, and his snout was like 3 or 4 times its size. And really quick, put him in the car and brought him to the vet and found out he was allergic to bees. And so Riley had an EpiPen in case he ever got hit by a bee again. Now we're on number 9, Jim.
Oh, it's all they want. Let's see, 38 minutes later.
Number 9, when you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Either a construction worker or a fireman.
I wanted to be a cashier at the grocery store or a teacher. And I lived out my dream of being a cashier. Wasn't all I dreamt it to be. And then I was going to be a teacher for emotionally disturbed children, and I had a scholarship to go to Eastern Michigan University, but I chose to get married instead. So one of my poor decisions, I think, that I made. But anyway, and I did like working in the grocery store because you got to meet all different kinds of people. It was, and I do like working with the public because I have to say, I don't know so much nowadays, but back when I was working, I would say for every 100 people that you took care of in a day, that you might have one that was obnoxious.
Oh, that ain't today.
But I don't think that is today. But back then, I will go off on people that are like nasty to, like when you go to the grocery store. My family gets so mad at me because they says, you don't know, they might have a gun, they might be waiting out for you. And I go, if that's the way I'm going to go, that's the way I'm going to go, because you are not going to treat these people that showed up for work like crap. And they start yelling at them and going, then why don't they have a sign up? Do you have a job? Go apply. Then you can get up back there and you can show me how you can get things done quicker. That gets me madder than anything. And number 10, we're on the last question, Jim. Last question. A movie is being made about you in your 20s. What is the theme song?
Oh, in my 20s.
I know what mine is.
What would yours be?
Mine is Take Me Home by Phil Collins. Because there's a line in the movie where he says, I don't want to go outside. That's was my life in my 20s. I didn't want to go outside. I was content. Although the song is actually about somebody that's in a mental institution, is what the song is really about. But I wasn't in a mental institution, obviously, but I just felt like I was a prisoner in my home because I didn't want to go out anywhere. And I always said, just take me home, take me home. When we bought our house that Jimmy didn't know we were moving into, I got so sick. I was like, really, like almost needed to go to the hospital sick. I was so sick. And I remember waking Jim up and told him, take me home. I don't feel good. Because you know what? You don't feel good. You want to be home. And we'd only been in our new house like maybe a week at that. And I wanted to go home because I didn't feel good. And he says, we are home. Yeah. I'm not bringing you back. I don't think the people will want to share the bed with you.
Nope. I don't know what song. I mean, I know an inappropriate song I can pick, but
too bad there wasn't a song about...
I would say Metallica, Fight Fire with Fire.
Why?
Because that's basically about, you mess with me, I mess with you back. Yeah. And that was pretty much my 20s. That was...
Yeah. It's too bad we didn't have a song about finding your right job.
It's true.
Or 50 Ways to Leave a Lover. That'd be another good one for Jimmy.
I was going to say, what's it called? I won't say the name, but from, what was her name? The one that sang all the vulgar songs. How come I get the rapper?
I don't know.
Two Live Crew.
Oh, yeah.
One of those songs.
Yeah. Anyway, look, it's only 10 minutes, Jim.
On top of 38 wasted minutes.
He's only going to go wash some pour cement in his new basement.
I have to stop and get milk. Then I have to stop home. Then I have to get water because Samantha's out of water and she's still working. So I have to go get water refilled.
And I got to wait for David to go pick up his stuff.
Then I got to come back. Then I got to start dinner.
Or what are you going to have for dinner?
I have no clue. Whatever she put on the stove.
I don't know what we're going to have. Then how are you starting it if she's already put it on the stove?
Because she calls Jamie, tells Jamie, pull this out of the freezer. She puts it on the freezer at like 2 o'clock, so that way it's thawed out by the time it's time for dinner, and then I cook it.
All right, I'm going to have an odd combo. I think I'm going to have some baked cauliflower that I got from Recipes with Roy. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to have with a bowl of chili. Odd, I know, but...
I'm going to talk her into making some beef stew this week, I think.
See, then when I make beef stew, your dad puts it over noodles. He won't eat it as a stew.
No, I don't like soup. I can't. Soup is not a meal.
Soup is a meal.
Soup is not a meal.
With a good piece of homemade bread.
No, soup is not a meal. But I like stew as a meal. That makes no sense. I know, but...
Could you tell we had soup a lot when he was growing up? As a meal? Especially when your dad worked out of town.
Yeah.
Because Jim doesn't like soup for a meal either. So I do. And that's it.
Yep. Nope. Maybe that's why. I'll have to tell Samantha because she's like, why do you not like soup? And I never put 2 and 2 together until you said that.
We had soup a lot. But Saturday mornings, they got whatever they wanted. I made them whatever. No. I made you whatever you wanted for breakfast on Saturday mornings. Yes, I did.
If I wanted pancakes and eggs, you made pancakes and eggs?
I made pancakes and eggs. And you can ask Danny and you can ask Christy and you can ask your dad. I would make you whatever you wanted.
That might have started after the Golden Child came, but
no,
it was not.
No.
That was
when we lived on Roxbury. I made all them breakfast all the time, every Saturday. And you would have Bobby, what's his face, come over.
Bobby Higgins?
No, it wasn't Higgins.
Yeah, from the next block over. Him
or Derek used to come. Remember Derek got mad at me because I drank a can of his pop?
Yeah, because you drank his pop.
He brought Jimmy. We always had to have Jimmy bring a friend when we went up to the lake for the cottage because it just was better to have him have a friend. Danny appreciated that. And then the one time he brought like a 12-pack of Coke, and I had orange pop, and he had said, "Oh, I really like orange pop," and I said, "Well, you know, one day I'll switch an orange pop for a Coke," and then I just did it without asking him. And then when he went in there, he said, he's telling Jimmy, "Your mom drank one of my pops and left me an orange pop." Like. Derek never went with us again. You notice that? He never went with us again. So, okay, we're going to tag Joan at Joan's Point and Plate, Valerie Reese, and
Kim and a girl on her phone.
Yes. Hopefully my dream was still on there. Was it?
No, your dream was in the beginning.
Was it in the beginning? Yeah, we'll see. So David, let us know.
Let us know.
I think it was a 69 Camaro.
It was a 68 Camaro, blue.
I think it was red. Let us know.
We'll find out.
Like,
comment,
subscribe,
share.